Hello traders out there in Traderland, D7 here with Grok Trade. Been trading in the live markets roughly 27 years using technical analysis, and I own a hedge fund. So feel free to listen in a little bit to see if I can share some technical analysis with you that might be beneficial going into the future. And guys, man, a big 700 point drop on Friday. Big blood in the streets. And I want to just dissect this for us a little bit. Now guys, we're looking at a monthly chart. We still have one more trading day in the month. That's Monday. So the monthly charts are still what are called dynamic. They're not static yet. They will be by 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Monday. Now, what we're looking here at the VIX. VIX, what is that? Volatility index. The volatility index is the fear indicator. Fear indicator, guys, tells us the underlying fear, what's happening out there in the markets. This is the monthly chart. If you look at this on Friday, we have a close above a symmetrical triangle. Do you see this? This is a breakout if on Monday fear continues higher or doesn't go lower than what it is now. If it stays as high as it is now, and fear's ticking at 21.66 right now, so it's just under 22. If we stay at 22 or higher on Monday, by the end of the day, that will be a technical symmetrical triangle breakout. It will have broken that upper trend line. Very important. Watch that like a hawk. Spiders monthly chart. If we look at this, a huge drop. Now listen, for the month, we're down at this time. We got one more trading day. We're down 6.5% on the spider. We hit resistance and a big drop. Guys, not good for the markets. This monthly bar is telling us we could be heading straight down a couple months until we find support. And the question is, will we find support? Because we have a bearish divergence. Look at this. We have the RSI and we have this. Guys, bearish divergences are no good. Diamonds, if you take a look at diamonds, we had a jab. We broke up over it. We jabbed. We talked about this. That is bad news, especially with the rising wedge, more bearish than it is bullish. And then we get this big drop. The diamonds, the Dow 30 down over 5% in this single month. So if you look at the Nasdaq broke a trend line, went below a moving average, which is our AEMA. Guys, for it to break below both of those show major weakness on huge volume, guys. And that is no good. Bearish divergence. If you look at this RSI bearish divergence, this is very bearish for the markets on the bigger time frame. We haven't seen this in a long time, guys. We might have our highs in for this recessionary pullback. The Russell 2000, it continues to crash. Guys, wait, on the Qs, we're down over 7.7% for the month. 1 month down 7%. The Russell 2000, if you look at this, down nearly 7%. Huge drops. Financials, if we look at the financials monthly, hit resistance and come shooting down 5.7% at the time. We still got one more day in the month, so these numbers are in fact going to change. Gold up and away, but I'm telling you, relative strength is overbought right now on the monthly chart. Be very careful with this. We're hitting all-time record highs on gold, but we are long in the tooth on the monthly chart. Silver, if you look at this, symmetrical or a rising wedge, it broke up. If next month we come back down, that will be a jab and look for it to get really bearish, but right now it is breaking that bearish formation because it's breaking over that trend line. Very interesting to see. And a quick look at Bitcoin. If you look at this, is just a pullback with the doji. We could be ready to bounce on Bitcoin. Now let's go to some weekly charts. Now remember, the weekly charts, the week's done now, gang. The week is done. I have a lot to talk about at the end of this video. You will want to stay by the end. I've got a couple things you need to hear about. And by the way, did you notice I didn't place any ads on this YouTube? There's no ads on this YouTube. No YouTube ads. That's worth a like, and a like doesn't cost you anything. Please give me that. Now, this is a weekly chart. We're looking at the weekly charts, and we're going to be starting here. Look at this, guys. I'm going to be moving this. This is Bitcoin. Big bullish flag on Bitcoin, guys. So Bitcoin is actually setting up very, very bullish on the weekly chart. But let's go to the spiders. Take a look at this. Spiders, not good. Big M for murder. Do you guys see this? Big M for murder. Let me get rid of all this stuff so you can just see price action. Big bearish divergence. We get an M for murder. The problem with this is this, guys. We have that candles. I mean, this candlestick, February 24th, 2025. That broke the camel's back right there. That was the short opportunity. Down, down, down. We broke this trend line, short opportunity. Now it's a low base, and we have huge volume on these drops, guys. This is a weekly chart. Diamonds, you look at the weekly charts. Big M for murder. No good, no bueno. Look at this, under major moving averages, rising wedge broke down, former support now acting as resistance on the weekly chart, again on the diamonds, and we come down and building a low base on big volume. Qs, big rising wedge, we dropped, and that was the killer right there. That candlestick, that was the first weekend of March. That candlestick really broke the back. It broke that trend line, this trend line. We did down, tried to find this trend line, which goes way, way back. Try to find support there, but this month or this week we gapped up, went up, and then we come crashing back down, breaking that trend line. There's no more support. Look for this just to start bleeding out. Russell 2000, you look at this, down, we had this symmetrical triangle, we broke it right there. Do you see that where we broke it, we broke that trend line, then resistance, 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 and then just bloodbath, down, 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 bam, 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 stair steps straight down. And look at this, we're trying to bounce with this hammer, trying to go higher. We were trying to go higher, but we gap up for the week and come crashing back down. The Russell 2000, small caps are just no good. Still finding support at the 200-day moving average, which we call Big Red here at Grok Trade. Financials, if you look at this, financials, we had this symmetrical triangle. Support, resistance, we come down, broke it. You can see where we broke it right there. We broke it, hammered out, we rallied up. Now we try to get back above it, but we come back down. Guys, the financials are broken. Look for this to bleed out and to start our recessionary drop as we've been anticipating. I look at the US dollar on the weekly, down, down, down. We're trying to find a bottom. Will this now rally up? Maybe. Gold has just been on fuego, fire. We had a rising wedge, but it just blew past that. People are doing flights to safety right now, such as precious metals, silver, same thing. VIX, a major resistance though on silver on the weekly chart. VIX weekly chart, we hit resistance, we pulled back, and now we're getting ready to rally. The question is, will we rally over this? I say yes if the monthly closes higher on Monday. All right, now let's get to some daily charts before I get into some news to share with you guys, because I did miss last week's video and I want to talk about that. Now, if you guys look at this, we're looking at the spider daily chart. I got it on just a line chart here, but we are in a falling wedge now. We hit resistance below moving averages. The question is, will this lower trend line hold, or will it give up the ghost? That is what we're watching for. Again, this is a daily chart, okay? So this daily chart on the diamonds, same thing. We're dropping here. We got a lot of room to drop here, but we are in a falling wedge, which is more bullish and is bearish. I'm watching these two lines very, very closely on the shorter time frames. The Qs. I'm going to teach you something here. I'm going to go back to a candlestick chart. So this is, I'm putting on my mentor hat. My mentor hat is on. If you look at this and I blow this up, what type of pattern do we have? We all just said symmetrical triangle, perfect. Then we go up and then boom, that's the symmetrical triangle breakout. We should see follow-up, follow-through. We're not analyzing volume at this time. We're not analyzing any indicators or oscillators or anything else at this moment. I'm just looking at straight price, and That's a breakout. That should just take off. Boom. There it goes. There it goes. It's stalling out here. We have, can you guys tell me what type of reversal candlestick that is? Called a hanging man. That's what happens at the high here. And then we go sideways with kind of a spinning top. And then we drop with a hammer. This thing should rally straight up. Let's see if it does. Nope, it does this. What do we have for extra bonus points, everybody? You've been watching me long enough. What's that pattern that you will only find here at Grok Trade? I will pause. That is a death hook. That's a death hook. What type? A bearish death hook. Why? Symmetrical triangle up and then it broke down. It's heading downward. What should happen here? This should be a short opportunity and we should make some money on the short side with this bearish death hook. Google that. And there it goes. It just bleeds out, gang. Bleeds out. Find support at this area support. Then it breaks it. It breaks it. It goes down a little more and it just falls out of bed, guys. Do you guys see this? That was the short opportunity. There it fell out of bed. Now it's under all these moving averages. At one point we were down, down, down. We got above it. Do you see this? And then this one broke below it again. That's just a big old bear flag. You can see this down, 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 down. Bear flag. Short opportunity was there for everybody to see and capture and to take advantage of. And you guys see I have a lot of lines on mine. I got away from indicators and oscillators, primarily looking at price action and volume, and then trend lines. I cannot trade without these trend lines. Whoever draws these the best wins. It's science, it's not art. And if you haven't done so yet, look up my interview. TradingView interviewed me specifically on trend lines. So I don't know anybody that knows trend lines better than we do here at Grok Trade. So falling wedge, falling wedge, falling wedge, daily chart on the Russell 2000, lot of downside opportunity here. Will this lower trend line hold? Maybe. Financials, this is horrible, guys. Horrible. Look at this. Big rising wedge. Okay, it should break down. It does. It breaks down. Now we come down and hit a support line and it rallies up to former area support, now acting as resistance, and then bam, to the downside. This thing is looking gnarly bad, like it's going to fall out of bed. US dollar, if you look at this, down, down, down. We're ready to head back up, up, up. Chances are, if I were to go over here to a line chart and then throw a line here, I would have a line something like this. I can snap to it by holding control. If you're using so I'm looking at this pattern right now. We're just kind of caught up not holding, but gold up, up, up and away, but we're at major area of resistance on a daily chart. Look at this, major resistance on gold, guys. Maybe be looking to preserve profits at this moment. Okay, silver. If you look at silver, we're just marching up in a nice upward area. We're coming to former area of resistance, and if you look at the VIX, it's just upside opportunity for the VIX. Now you made it to the end of the video. You guys are excused unless you want to hear me drone on and on about why I was not at I didn't do a video last week. So first I'll say this. We do have a mentorship Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Write this down. April 12th, 13th, and 14th. Listen, right now we have ladies in this one. And it's Ladies Month coming up, or we're in it now. I'm not sure which one it is. And this would be a good one for the ladies to be a part of, especially if you're brand new to trading. We have two very new female traders. And so we are going to be very gentle on how we layer in our education and baby step through, really hold hands here to make this happen. It's all done on Zoom online. Again, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, April 12th through the 14th. Okay, now, why wasn't I on my video last week? Here's why. Guys, I'm a golfer. And I have worked 3 PGA tournaments, 2 BMWs, 1 Valspar, and 1 Liv, L-I-V. And they are fun. I'm ShotLink, I shoot laser. Now technology has taken over, and the computers do all the laser work. You know what I get to do? They gave me some white flags to stick by the ball. Anytime the ball landed, and come to rest outside the green area, and I would put a flag by it. So I'm the flag boy. Did that for Valspar. Had multiple people, even somebody from the Golf Channel who was at there. I was working the 18th green. The last couple times I've worked, I've always worked the 18th green because that is the party area when the championship is won, and I want to be there. But anyway, it was good. No balls hit me this time. I got close. I've been hit by balls before, but it was a great experience. A lot of people don't know this. You can volunteer at the PGA, and it's a great experience. You're inside the ropes, and you're really up close with the golfers. So there's one thing. Now, if you guys haven't noticed, we are starting to do daily videos on the markets. You don't have to just wait for my weekly ones, okay? I highly recommend that you do this. It's Grok Girl and Grok Guy. They do a podcast, and within 5 to 10 minutes, depending on how much action is taking place, it's a short blurb, audio only, where you can get the latest of what's happening on the markets. You will want to tune in and subscribe if you haven't done so yet to make sure you get the latest information by Grok Guy, Grok Girl, and doing that short little podcast snippet of the latest information on the stock market on each and every day. So this is information that we personally wanted. So we're making this information available to the world. So again, no ads were placed, no Google ads, no YouTube ads were placed on this video. That is worth a thumbs up. And it doesn't cost you anything to hit the thumbs up. If you like this level of education and information, highly recommend that you subscribe. Yes. I've been trading in the live markets nearly 28 years, and it's almost 3 decades utilizing technical analysis. I do own a hedge fund out of Tampa Bay, Florida, and we do teach people how to trade. You won't see seminars or books from us or all the other stuff. You know what we offer? Mentoring. And you can get mentoring directly from me in the 401 Master Trader, but you will start off with the 201s. You'll start off with the 101s, 201s, then you'll do the 301 mentorship, and then you might get to me at the 401 Master Trader. So we have a big pack, multiple packages that will suit anybody at any level where you're at. More information at that on Grok Trade. Just go to Trading Mentor and you can read all about it. Oh, I just added frequently asked questions. We took the biggest frequently asked questions that our prospective students ask and put them on that webpage. So if you go to Grok Trade, go to Trading Mentor, you will see the FAQs on there. Very informative. But the 101s, we're in the process of revamping them. If you want to see the current model of the 101s, get signed up for the 101 course now before they change. When they change, you will not have access to these old ones anymore. These the V1, when I say old, it's great content. It's like really good content. The content hasn't gotten old. They just were recorded earlier. So anyway, if you want to get that content now, feel free to do the 101. So hey, if you made it this far, you are one of the crazy ones. So type in "made it" down in the comments. Only you and me and the other people who are crazy enough to listen to me drone on and on will know what "made it" means. Take care, guys. We'll see you later. Bye. Guys, why are you still here? You just watched my video and now you're still lingering around. Might as well be with you now that I have your undivided attention. Listen, if you haven't done so yet, I highly recommend putting in a foundation of trading, your foundation of trading through a mentor. Or learning to fly a plane, you wouldn't just go through ground school before you start flying in the friendly skies. What you would be doing though is going up first with your flight instructor. Same thing if you're going to learn to ride a bike, you better have somebody behind you helping you ride a bike. Surgery, you're not going to read a few books and do heart surgery. So every principle and with being guided by a mentor, let finances be this. If you're a trader, you from amateurs to professionals. Mentoring will do that for you. Anyway.